Hey Taurus, how are you? Thanks so much for watching, Taurus. This is going to be your love and romance read for the first half of November of 2018. So this is roughly going to cover the 1st through the 15th of November of 2018. So let's see what energies Taurus could be experiencing during that time frame or around that time frame or even now. Well, I guess it is now because it's the 1st or the 2nd. By the way, yeah, sorry I'm a little late uploading. Yeah, I definitely wanted to get the messages out. So, Taurus, what energies are you experiencing during the first half of November for love and romance for 2018? Please give us clear and understandable information for Taurus. Right there. All right, Taurus, thanks for being patient. Taurus, this is your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If it doesn't resonate for you, then please just check out your other signs. And then I will choose a card under the deck, and we'll put it under your sign as the overall, or, we'll see how it adds to your reading later. Okay, so we have the Three of Coins, and then the Queen of Swords. Okay, Taurus, what's up? Because I'm really feeling this energy here, Taurus. Like, for some of you, like, things have been working up to a point. But then now it's like, I feel like a lot of you have like identified where things could be better, and you're beginning to like really communicate it. For some of you, it's like you're almost like kind of taking charge in the relationship, where you're seeing what's not working versus maybe what is working. I mean, and it could just be some of the most mundane things, Taurus. I mean, it could go about, I mean, it could just be, how the carpool works out at work, or, or how the carpool works out as far as you and your partner going to work. Or just, I mean, it just could be really anything. But something has been working, Taurus. Something has been working. Maybe there's like an improvement that you want to make, or there's a communication possibly about something that may not have been working up to its best. And Taurus, I really feel like it's you that really have identified that. Now, for a bunch of you, Taurus, I will go back. I will say this for a lot of you, Taurus. I really feel like the energy here is where you have been like really putting forth the energy and the effort to really like make sure things are like running, like clockwork, you know what I mean? But then you may be dealing with a possible air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, where, they could just be more like delegating, but I just don't really feel like Taurus is the kind to be delegated to, I'm not feeling that. I mean, that could be some of y'all's, that could be some of y'all situations, Taurus. I mean, the energies, though, they can go vice versa. So overall, there's just this energy right here, like where, someone is doing like the doing, and then someone is doing the deciding and the delegating. So there's like this real, strict like role that you guys play in your relationship. I feel like as far as how things work in it, the things that you do to keep it working. There's an energy of like, it's my way, or, boot the highway. Taurus, I feel like that's you though. I feel like it's like for some of you, it's like, I've been doing the work. I've been putting in all the work. So you can look, I know it's making it work. So you can get with the program or you cannot. It doesn't matter to me because it's going to work regardless of if you're here or not. Past energies, I see the Five of Swords. Okay, so Taurus, you could be coming from a place with your partner where you may not have been seeing eye to eye with them recently. You may not have, you may have been like, a disagreement about how things are to work. I'm really feeling like there could be like a power struggle here, where, the both of you are really wanting to be the one to call the shots, and the other one you want them to be, you want your partner to be the one to, like, do all the footwork for some of you. And it's like, with the Five of Swords being here in the past, I'm feeling like this energy of like, okay, maybe this has happened before, and for some of you, it's like you tried to walk on eggshells with it, but it's not working for you anymore. You really have to voice your opinion on what's working and what's not working. Not to say that this relationship can't work, because the energy for it to work is there. Everything that you have here to work it out, so far, I feel like it can be worked on. We'll see how this plays out. But Taurus, you might be, okay, I'm feeling like you may have a relationship in the workplace for some of you, Taurus. There may be someone in the workplace that you have either a relationship with, like where it's, established, or it could just be you're seeing them or dating them, or just, doing things with them, right? But I feel like this person or you, like, you could be the boss and they could be the subordinate, or vice versa. And so, of course, you're walking on eggshells. You're walking on stilts there, because it's a touchy issue in the workplace, right? How are we going to come together and do our job, but at the same time, like, instill that, we still are doing what we're doing, or we're still having this relationship going on. Got the Seven of Wands. So yeah, with the Seven of Wands, I'm really feeling like this energy is saying to me, for some of you's relationships, Taurus, the person that you're dealing with, or you, or there's just an energy underlying in this relationship that somebody is needing to be the king of the hill here. Someone is, I feel like, is very defensive about the actions that they have taken thus far in this relationship. Someone's saying, listen, wait a minute, I need to be the one to be glorified here, because I'm the one that's actually putting in all this work and all this time, where you're really just sitting there just bossing me around. Yeah, you still give me love and you still give me that tenderness that I need, and, but I'm doing your work, like, if for some of you, Taurus, you just may feel like, not that you're being used, but just more so like, you're like, they're the talker and you're the walker, they tell and they say and you do, or vice versa. And it could be within each other. Like I said, it could go back and forth here with the Five of Swords. It could really go back and forth. It could be different times here in this relationship during this time frame that we're talking about, that you both may see that, or you may see it from both sides, where you're like, oh, you know what, maybe I did talk to him a little rough here. Let me try a little tender approach. But even in that tender approach, it's like you're still like, you're still being direct, Oh, Taurus, this is an interesting relationship, but it's working, though. It's working. The top card here is the Tower. Okay, so for how long, though, Taurus? For how long, right? How long is this going to continue to work? How long are you going to continue to walk on eggshells? Or how long do you think that someone's going to continue to walk on eggshells with you, just to keep things working in the order that you or them say that it needs to go? I feel like with the Seven of Wands here, there's this sense of, I'm going to stand up, for myself in this relationship, I'm going to take action toward self-elevation here. And that's definitely going to shake up some things, Taurus. Definitely. And it may not even be like you're taking actions towards self-elevation. It just may be like you're just, you know, doing whatever you feel that is necessary for this relationship to work. And for some of you, I'm just feeling like the person that you're involved with, they are gonna have a hard time understanding. Like, whoa, like, wait, they made a decision, they called a shot, or vice versa. Whoa, you're gonna look at them like, wait a minute, hold on. You did you what? Oh, wait, this changes everything. Hold on, and mm, it could go either way, Taurus. We'll see. But it could change everything. It could change things up for the worse, or it could change things up for the better. But with the tower, usually things are changing for the better. With the tower, it's usually that unexpected change that happens because there wasn't anything changing or happening through you, you know? Like Spirit sometimes and says, okay, you know, hey, you know, you've had this chance to really work this and figure it out this way. I've given you this opportunity to do this. Okay, but now, boom. But, you know, in the book of the Major Arcana, the card that comes after the tower is the star, you know, that hope. So it's always for something greater. So let's see. Judgment. Okay, Taurus. So with the Judgment card being right there in the immediate future, or for some of you, you could be, you know, dealing with that even in the right now, if this was something that has already played out. I really feel like this change and this shakeup that's occurring from somebody really standing up for themselves here in this relationship, like it's really making you look at yourself like, okay, wait a minute. It's like it's making you take in account of yourself and how you may have treated someone or how they may have treated you if it wasn't the best. With the Judgment card being there also, I really feel like the action that someone takes here to step up for themselves, or to stand up for themselves, it really causes the both of you to really call to the carpet like, look, this is not what I will stand for anymore. And as long as this continues to occur, you know, there cannot be anything that does work, you know. There's going to be a lot of crumblage. Not things aren't going to go our way or the way that we both know that they can go. Ooh. So Taurus, for some of you, I just really feel like, you know, you may be dealing with control. You may be dealing with giving up control in the situation, in the relationship. Maybe for some of you in the past, you've dealt with a situation where you didn't have a lot of control. You didn't have a lot of say-so. You may have thought that, you know, you were in a relationship where, you know, you kind of got the short end of the stick here, but at the same time, you know, the other person may have gotten the short end of the stick as well, you know, because you guys were both better together. And here, you know, in this relationship, Taurus, is, I mean, and that could go for the same person, or it could go for a different person where you guys discover that, you know, you may be better together. But, you know, it's like, I'm not going to be commanded to do anything. I'm not going to be, you know, let's look at this here. I'm not going to be commanded to do anything. I'm not going to, you know, be, you know, I'm not going to be manipulated to do anything. And that definitely causes a stir up, even within yourself, Taurus. Because it's like, whoa. So let's see here. Oh, we got to choose this underlying card. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow, the Nine of Coins. So, okay. Let me put this down. So what I'm feeling like here, this energy is really saying to a lot of you, Taurus, that for some of you on your mind, like overall, you really have been considering a single life. Maybe. I mean, that won't be everybody, but for a lot of you, you really have been considering a single life. And I feel like that's like for some of you, the catalyst to why you're really standing up for yourself and why you're not putting up with having to deal with being forced to have to just take on the brunt of like responsibility, and not even responsibility. It's just like you feel like you're the one that's like putting in the effort. It's like you're putting in the effort based on how the other person thinks that you should be putting in the effort. But it's like, Taurus, a lot of you are just, I mean, this is your energy all day right here. This energy is independent. It's abundantly independent, Taurus, you know, and that's all about your house. That's that second house energy, about money, about finances, about the things that you can take. And Taurus, that's your energy all day. So, no wonder like you guys are really like interested in really standing up for yourself, because it's like, you know what, this is not working. This is not working. And the Queen of Swords is like, yeah, you really are making the decision to really like, you know, you're like really calling the shot here to decide what's best for yourself. Even though there may be a lot of love here in this situation. But something is not working. I mean, it's like it works, but, you know, it could be better. So let's see what this Five of Swords in this Judgment card here. What other information can we get for the Five of Swords in this Judgment card? We have the King of Cups. And then we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So this energy I'm feeling, Taurus, honestly, with the King of Cups here, I feel like for a long time, for a lot of you, you may have been like just really slowly isolating yourself. Maybe even slowly strategizing, or just slowly dealing with your emotions, like just independently, and just closed off from your partner. With the Three of Wands right here, I feel like, you know, there's this sense of like you're waiting. You're, not that you're waiting. It's just like, you know, now that you've already done so much work here with the Three of Coins, and now with the Three of Wands, it's like, all right, I'm waiting for what I've put in to really like come back. And I really feel like you guys really like taking the action to really make this judgment call, to really cause this huge shakeup here. It's gonna shake loose what you've been waiting for. What you've been waiting for out of a partner. I feel like a lot of you, Taurus, like you do kind of even feel alone in this relationship. I don't feel like you feel like you're an equal, even though, Taurus, you're probably the one that's like really actually putting in all of the actual groundwork to make sure that the relationship is actually working. You're the one that, of course it's working, because you're the one that's making it work. But without you doing that, and you standing up for yourself, there with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, you standing up for yourself and you being completely independent, well, guess what? Yeah, now that you're not putting in that effort to make it work, it's gonna crumble. Let's see what the romance angels have to add. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Well, of course it is. You know, soulmates. There's many soulmates that you have. There's soulmates that you're meant to be with for a long time, and then there's soulmates that you are not meant to be with for a long time. And in either scenario, you know, a soulmate is someone that is there to teach you a lesson. in a way, it's like they're your equal at the time that you meet. They're your mirror. They're there to really show you things about yourself that you need to work on. Okay? So, of course, they're your soulmate. And this is not to say that, it's not just a, like lessen the value of what a soulmate really means, but, it just means different things. It can mean that, that end all be all person that you're just tied to in this life, yeah, but you know what? Maybe in this life, you guys are separate. This is the moment of your separation, or this is the moment of the beginning of your separation for you to come to a more happier relationship at a later time, or maybe in another life. I mean, I don't want to speak like that, but that's just the energy I see here. For them on their side, they have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so yeah, Taurus. With that, I just really feel like it's more of an issue for them. Here with you, you have the Nine of Coins. I feel like Taurus, you're definitely very independent. Of course, you would be. For a lot of you, you've been putting in all of the work, so you're really knowing how things are working here with maybe with money, with any other thing as far as if you two own a business together. You really do know all the inner workings of that. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. There may be this may be an issue here of why the judgment card is needed, because you are really trying to best judge the situation. Like, okay, how can I maneuver through this situation to really shake things up, but without shaking your pockets up as well. So that's a pretty interesting scenario, Taurus. That might be for some of you. Let's see what the romance angels have to add. Oh, we got turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. That's a beautiful message. It's a beautiful advice card, Taurus. I feel like that's going to really carry you through making the judgment call for what this relationship is and how relationship is going to move forward. Okay? So, definitely, turning on your heart light, like just activating that love within you, it can go the way of, you and your partner coming more together in this, but it also could, I'm really feeling like it's more so for you, Taurus. This is more so for you. It's a chance for you to really for some of you, focus on your finances, focus on your independent projects that you have going on. Maybe even for some of you, healing. There's just a major change that is coming for you, Taurus, that's going to allow you to, honestly, I really feel like it's going to allow you to really be able to open up and just really, again, step up, stand up to yourself. Well, to yourself, but stand up to, or for yourself, rather. You guys gotta let me know how this works out for you in the comment box. This is a really interesting reading. Okay, I want to know that's really your business if you want to disclose that. But for some of you, there's just a lot of things really being shaken up here for you. And with that being said, it's like, okay, you know what? What has worked, it's worked because I've been putting in the work. But watch, when you stand up for yourself and you shake things up and you stop and you sit back and wait on them to see what they're gonna do, it's like you're like, yeah, I see it now. Okay, yeah, you're the big boss, but okay, it's time for me to be the big boss. It's time for me to go ahead and make a decision about this relationship. Not to say that you're breaking up, but it's just like a shift in power for some of you. Oh, wow, yeah. Definitely a power shift, a power struggle for some of you, yeah. So Yeah, yeah. Again, let me know how this works out in the comment box. If you'd like a book or personal reading with me, you can email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com, and let's get some correspondence going on. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you guys later on in November. Bye.